Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Talks. This is where we dive into the realm of personal growth and development and offer insights that you can apply in your business, workplace, and in your personal life. Hi, I'm Richard Fontenay, and today we're tackling something that everyone faces but few truly master: handling criticism gracefully. Criticism can feel like a personal attack, an unwelcome judgment, or even an outright rejection of our efforts. But what if I told you that criticism is actually a gift? When we approach it with the right mindset, it becomes a powerful tool for growth, stronger relationships, and greater success. And today, we'll break this down into 3 key points: separating emotion from evaluation, turning feedback into growth, and responding with confidence with grace. And as always, I'll share real-world applications and stories that bring these lessons to life. So let's dive in. The first key point: separating emotion from evaluation. Now, the criticism feels painful because we often take it personally. However, when we separate our sense of worth from the feedback we receive, we can evaluate it more objectively. Here's an example from business. Imagine a startup founder presenting their business ideas to an investor. She pours out her heart into the pitch, but instead of applause, she hears, "Your revenue model isn't sustainable." Now, it's easy to feel defensive when this is said. So rather than feeling defensive, perhaps the founder can say to herself, "What can I extract from this feedback to improve?" The founder who separates emotion from evaluation will take that critique, refine the strategy, and ultimately build a strong relationship and a stronger business. Here's a workplace example. You've been working hard on a project and your manager says, "This needs more detail." So instead of hearing "you failed," try reframing it as, "Here's an opportunity to refine my work." And even in our personal relationships, feedback can feel like criticism. When a friend says, "You haven't been around much lately," that isn't an attack. It's a chance to reconnect. So, what is the takeaway from these examples? Well, when you feel defensive, pause and ask, "What's the truth in this feedback?" That small shift can make a huge difference in your life and in the way you respond. Key point number 2. Turning feedback into growth. Now, not all criticism is valid, but all criticism is useful, whether it's constructive or maybe not. The key is knowing what to take and what to leave. Here's a business example. A manager working with a high-level leader might hear, "You're too direct in meetings." Now, instead of brushing it off, the manager might ask, "How can I refine my communication to be both direct and engaging?" You know, the best leaders take feedback, adapt where necessary, and stay true to their core values. Here's an example from the workplace. A team member struggling with negative performance reviews might be tempted to blame others. But the team member should ask, what's the one action I can take today to shift this perception? And in life, well, think about parenting. A teenager might say, you never listen to me. Now, it's easy to dismiss or argue about this point, but a mindful response could be, tell me more. What do you need from me? Now, that's growth in action. So here's the key takeaway from these examples. View criticism as a mirror. Instead of rejecting the reflection, adjust your stance. And that brings me to key point number 3, responding with confidence and with grace. The way we respond to criticism determines whether it builds us up or holds us back. Maybe you're a small business owner and just received a harsh online review. Instead of firing back with something negative, you could reply professionally. We appreciate your feedback and would love to make things right. That response signals strength and not weakness. And here's an example from the workplace. A colleague gives an unsolicited advice. Instead of shutting down, a confident response could be, thanks for your input. I'll consider that. You acknowledge what is being said without over-explaining it. And in life, when a loved one criticizes your choices, instead of reacting, take a deep breath and say, I hear you. Here's why this is important to me. And what's the key takeaways from these examples? A calm, thoughtful response always leaves you in control of the narrative. So in conclusion, criticism isn't the enemy. It really is a coach in disguise. When we separate emotion from evaluation, we can use feedback for growth and respond with confidence. And in that way, we turn criticism into one of our greatest assets. So here's our challenge for today. The next time we receive criticism, we need to pause, reframe it, and respond with grace. Now, if today's episode resonated with you, subscribe to Coaching Talks and share this with someone who might need it. And if you have a story about handling criticism, drop it in the comments or message me. I'd love to hear it. Next week, we'll explore the art of forgiveness as a window to inner peace. I hope you can join us as we uncover our road to personal growth and development. Until next time, keep growing, keep becoming the best that you can be, and keep embracing the lessons life brings your way. Oh, and before I go, take a listen to our other weekly podcasts, Speaking from the Heart and Affiliate Marketing Secrets. The links are in the description below. I'm Richard Fontenay, signing off for now. Bye. We'll talk with you soon.